It was over 10 years ago now when a friend and I visited Japan. It was our first time there, so we went with a tour company. However, after the tour ended, we stayed an extra night in a hotel in East Ikebukuro. During the tour leader told us stories of haunted hotels and other urban myths. One of the things he'd tell us was to be wary if you find a room where the head of the bed was positioned next to the window. He tried to scare us by saying in those rooms, ghosts would come through the window at night and drag you out to your death. Back to the East Ikebukuro Hotel. We check in the early evening, and the first thing we notice is how small the room was. The second thing was, they gave us a double bed instead of 2 singles. The third, the bed head was right next to the window. We rationalized that the room was too small really to align the bed any other way, and the tour leader was full of shit. To be honest, we were more annoyed that we had to share a double bed. We decided to let it go since it was just for one night. So we went out for dinner before turning in for the night. That night, I get woken up by a door slamming shut and I jolt up. There, sitting at the foot of the bed, is a woman in a blue kimono. She had long hair, and from what I could make out, her kimono had butterflies on it. I freak out, dive, and bury my head under my pillow. I remember thinking, is this real? How can I check without looking? In my genius, I decided to shuffle my foot down the bed, thinking if I don't touch anything, it's just my imagination. Little by little, my foot moves down the bed, when I notice that there's definitely a depression at the foot of the bed. Someone or something was there. I retreat my foot, start to sweat, and at this point, just start repeatedly saying the Lord's Prayer till I must have fainted or fallen back asleep. I remember waking up at 6 the next morning, and my friend was already dressed and packed. I asked him if he saw or heard anything last night, and all he says is, "I don't want to talk about it. Let's check out."